All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bag of Pucks podcast, the hottest upcoming hockey podcast, plus more on the web. Today, if you're new here, which most of you will be, we thank you for being here. And hey, if you enjoy the podcast or the content on any of our socials, please consider drop a follow or a like or a comment or whatever. That's at Bag of Pucks. At Bag of Pucks podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. But thank you so much for tuning in, watching, liking, whatever you guys are doing to support the boys. So today, on the podcast, we have myself, Evan, and we have Eden and Kareem. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you guys want to introduce yourself, but we have Sachin and Zim. So, what day is it today? It's the 23rd of August. So, all the first round matches have wrapped up, and yesterday, Colorado played their game one against Dallas. And that was a 5-3 Dallas win, I think.
Yeah, it was.
So, and then today we have Boston, Tampa, and Vegas and Vancouver actions. So, definitely think we could dive into last round, the first round. Yeah. So, let's start in the West, Chicago and Vegas.
I think we left off here in game 4, so we just missed one game. This series was boring as hell.
The series,
Facts.
We
So
know
It was very boring.
Vegas dominated.
Domination.
Yeah.
End of story.
It wasn't even close.
I mean,
Yeah,
good job,
I think-
Chicago. You beat Edmonton for me, but
Did anyone say Vegas in 5?
I did.
I had them
I
in
think
6.
I did.
I don't know. I made 4 brackets, and I think I put Vegas in 5 in one of them. So
You can't make 4 brackets.
You have one. You took.
yes, I can. Who's stopping me? Who's stopping me? Who is stopping
You
me?
have one main bracket for yourself.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, I had Vegas in 6. I think I gave Chicago too much credit and Vegas too little credit. I mean, I think I underrated this team. They're really good.
All right,
That
next
good?
series.
Is that good for sharing my screen there?
Yes.
Wait, what about the Flurry?
Oh, the
Oh,
Instagram
oh.
picture.
Or his agent.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Or I feel like
Yikes.
that agent has always said weird things, right?
Is he an agent to anyone else?
A bunch of these.
Surely.
Well, he's gonna be agentless soon or clientless. I don't know why you would put that out. Leonard's 8-1 with Vegas
He is
since
hot.
he came over.
yeah. He's playing good.
I don't know why you wouldn't go with him after he won you the series in 5 games.
I don't know where that came from. Were there any problems with Fleury and the coach beforehand?
Nope.
Well, it's a new
No.
coach, right? He got hired in the
Yeah.
middle of the season.
Yeah, Pete DeBoer.
Peter DeBoer.
Yeah, weird move, but it has worked.
Yeah. At first,
so
I thought it was a bit weird as well. Then.
So it says here that Marc-Andre Fleury had his agent himself take down that photo. I don't know if it's going to put this in this article from ESPN. But it said that Marc-Andre Fleury himself asked for it to be taken down because he did not appreciate it.
Why did it take so long? It literally took 7 hours.
Yeah, I think that happened right away.
Yeah. So very quick series. I can't really find a photo of it. Oh, here it is. I'll pull that up in a second. But a very quick series. Was it 4-1? I believe that was.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even think starting Lehner was a bad decision. I think he's a better goalie than Fleury at this point.
You guys don't see that. You
Where's
guys-
that
He's
off
hot.
So, so this is for everyone watching. This is the photo we're talking about. So his agent tweeted out this photo of, it says right here, Pete DeBoer's last name, and it's
Yeah, he stabbed
sword
him
going
in
through.
the back.
Basically
Stab-
implying
stabbing
that,
in the
yeah,
back.
stab in the back.
So maybe.
But,
he
I
doesn't have
mean-
faith, but
Leonard's hot. I say keep playing him until he, stops rolling. And I mean, we've got that specialty, that luxury of 2 hot goaltenders, honestly. So
yeah, I'd say keep riding him. But it was a good
Yeah.
series. Sims can go home happy. So.
Oh, what's the next
Um,
series?
So next series would be Colorado and Arizona, which
Equally boring.
Equally
Wow.
Oh
Maybe
my
this
God,
one wasn't
was
as
just-
boring because Colorado outscored them 14-2 in the last 2 games of this
it
series.
was
But
so
Arizona,
bad.
Arizona
That's
got
so
them.
bad.
It was fun to watch McKinnon play. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I love McKinnon. I love.
So-
Nathan
so
McKinnon.
did
good.
anybody else have Arizona in 7 or
No,
just me?
no.
That was just you, Sim. That was
Just
just you.
That was you, big man.
I actually
So-
had Colorado. I had Colorado in 5 here as well. I got that one right.
I had them in
They-
6. I gave Arizona too much credit, honestly. They got
Actually, Kareem
Yeah,
was really close to a perfect bracket if it wasn't for Washington only
I guess I
winning
can
one
pull up.
game.
I guess I can pull up brackets to fact check you.
Well, I know I had the Flames and Blues wrong, but I got all the East right.
I do remember picking Colorado in 6.
So I picked Vegas in 5, so I was right.
You said Colorado in
So
6.
did Kareem. Eden picked them in 6, but they still picked. Yeah, all of us picked Vegas. Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, no one picked Chicago. But then we had Sim,
But
who picked Arizona because,
Who
you
took
know,
it? Who took
rode
Arizona?
the Darcy Kemper hype train.
Which he
Yo,
played
Darcy
as
Kemper,
good
Darcy
as
Kemper,
Which I
best
mean-
goalie in the league.
Yes, he played great.
He's the
Dar-
best goalie right now
He's the best goalie in the
in the
league.
playoffs.
You can't even.
Only Zim took Arizona, sadly. But yeah, very
Listen,
quick.
you got to go
series.
for the underdog sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Come on.
They split, got 2 games. Arizona cut it in half at 3, but then they literally what Eden said, 14-2 is
Yeah.
pretty much all.
Game
they
they won, they
think-
got
I
badly
think we-
outshot as well.
I
Yeah.
think we all know that Taylor Hall needs to leave.
The last game was they got outshot bad. 7-1 victory and
Taylor Hall will leave, I think, and I think
36-20.
definitely when playoffs are over, we can have a free agency special. And
I
You
think
think
Chris.
Taylor Hall-
discussions-
Go
I
ahead.
think Chris Johnson said that like he's not going to be chasing like a huge lucrative contract. He wants stability and like a winning environment.
I heard that too.
Not
but
Calgary.
He also said that he wanted
Colorado.
a long contract with somebody.
Colorado comes to mind. Anywho, so yeah, 4-1, quick. Arizona really didn't put up a fight in the last 2 games, but we have Dallas and Calgary, which I do believe that we're gonna.
I say we wait till the end.
Yeah, we'll wait till the end. We have a lot of
This
stuff.
is
Yeah, we're gonna record a second video, and it's gonna go up as well same day. Should be same day as this video. We're gonna talk about the Flames. I guess we'll just touch on that series then, and then we're gonna like pretty much decimate the Flames and blow them
We
up.
They
will-
suck. That's all we need to know. They suck.
Anyone who's
We
for
will
anyone
be
who's
fixing the
watching,
Flames.
The boys are all from Calgary, so you know Sachin might be a Sharks fan, Ida might be a Leafs fan, Zim might be a Vegas fan, but we all know the
It's our
Flames,
hometown
they're in
team.
they're in our city, so hometown team. So we might have to dig into that a little bit. So hopefully that can be a video that we'll enjoy.
Did anyone say Dallas in 6? I said them in 7.
I said Flames.
I said Flames in 5, and they would have done it. They were 11 seconds away from going up 3-1, and taking all momentum out of just sucking the life out of the Stars. But
I said Flames. Kareem said Flames. Eden said
Familiar
Stars,
friend,
Sachin said
Joe
Flames,
Pavelski, eh?
Liam said Stars. Zim said Stars, and Cam said
I mean,
Stars.
Joe Pavelski. Holy,
Wait,
can we
yeah,
talk
guys,
about
Zim.
that guy?
Zim, do you have the Stars beating the Avalanche?
I don't know.
They beat them
Oh,
yesterday
yeah.
5-3. Grubauer went down with an injury. So
Oh yeah, Grubauer.
Wait, no, wait,
It
can you
looks
go to
like he
Zim's
pulled his
bracket?
groin. But- Oh,
Can you
Go to
Zim's
my bracket.
So what? They're starting Pavel Francois or whatever his name is, I guess, right?
he's he's pretty good. Oh shoot, my bad. The screen recording. I did a different screen mirroring thing. Is it good? Still?
Yeah, it's good.
Zim.
Yeah, he did have the
He did
Stars.
have-
on it.
He had Stars
Whoa.
in 7.
Oh no, he had a different
Oh, but you had
bracket.
the Stars.
Oh,
beating-
Arizona. So the reseeding
Because
made
Because
his
he took
bracket weird.
Arizona.
The reseeding made his bracket weird.
Yeah, it did.
All right. Moving on. Blues versus. I don't know why this menu won't move.
This is
out of
actually a
the way.
surprising series.
Blues
No, it
versus.
isn't. No, it
I was
isn't.
not surprised.
No, it is. I'm
Surprised
not
by the
surprised at all.
outcome.
I wasn't.
Bennington
that
did not win a single game in
Bennington was very disappointing.
0-5.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Bennington-
Sachin and I had Vancouver in 6 just because, like,
I
I'm
had
pretty
some-
sure we're
I mean-
intellectuals.
yeah, we're intellectuals. That's all it is.
Well, you didn't pick the Islanders, so I picked the Islanders.
I picked the Islanders. Come on now.
I'm
I
talking-
got
I'm talking
that
Sachin.
right. Islanders in
talking Sachin.
5. I got that right, baby. Come on now.
No, we're talking St. Louis. So St. Louis and Vancouver. So Vancouver took 2 games, St. Louis took 2 games, and Vancouver took the last 2 games. Very
Jacob Markstrom's
very
pretty
tight
good.
series besides the last game and the first game, I guess you could say.
Yes.
The very
Bo
tight
Horvat
series.
was really good this series for
two
Vancouver.
overtimes.
Captain stepped up.
But yeah,
Bro,
Whitley,
Markstrom is gonna get a bag, bro.
he is gonna get a lot.
Huge bag.
How old is
What
he?
do you
He's
think?
like 30, right?
29.
He's
I think,
old.
29.
What's
30,
Vancouver's
29.
coach's name again?
Something Green.
Yeah, something
Travis
Green.
Green. Travis Green.
I like him. Made up. I like the decision to put Vertan in the lineup, and he came through with a goal and assist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think he outcoached Brube that series a lot. And
So if it's
Key
worth knowing
piece
for
to that
anybody,
victory.
Jordan Bennington had 0 wins, a .851 save percentage, and a 4.72 goals against average, and that's
That's brutal.
in 5 games. That is not good. So
It seems like
Vancouver-
Stanley Cup teams, like after they win the cup, they never like have a good season.
Unless you're Pittsburgh.
I think I saw like a stat the other day, like the last 3 Stanley Cup winners, only one of them's gone past the first round the next season.
St. Louis, Washington.
All
No,
right,
but
so,
Pittsburgh.
2018
lost.
Pittsburgh though.
Yeah.
Didn't they lose?
Vancouver-
They lost second round to Washington
Yeah.
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 at
So
overtime, game 6.
Vancouver
Pretty
takes
much
up the
so.
cup champs. I know there's some injuries on both sides in a couple of those games. I know Myers was sitting out. Tarasenko, we were talking about that last podcast. Myers and Tarasenko and Steen, they'll kind of sat a few games if they had to.
Did y'all see
But-
Tarasenko named his new dog Bo?
Bo Horvat is so good. Oh my god,
Funny.
that guy just took over that
He
series.
stepped up. He stepped up big for
He was
him.
really good.
Quinn
sure.
Hughes. Quinn Hughes was nice. He's
Mhm.
he's no Kale McCarr, but he's nice.
No, he is better than Kale McCarr. Come on now.
No, he's not.
No, it's not.
Kale McCarr is better.
All right.
Do you
No,
think
Kale
Alex? Do you think Alex Pietrangelo will resign?
I think
Yes,
so.
not
yes,
after
because
this.
he's their captain.
I think
Yeah.
he will resign. Yes.
I think he'll leave. I just have a feeling.
I have a feeling too.
He could
Someone's
go to
gonna give him
Calgary.
like $9 million, and he's gonna get out of there.
He shouldn't. He's
Yeah.
not. He's an old guy. He shouldn't really be
Maybe.
getting $9 million. But if someone gives it to him, he'll probably take it.
Yeah, we can
You'll
speculate
probably
that.
trade Marner just to make room for him.
That's what I was thinking. Martin needs to get out. They need to trade Marner.
No.
We'll talk about free agency.
No.
when this is all over.
Trade
But
Mitch
so,
Marner.
so Vancouver wins and they reseed themselves, so they sadly have to play Vegas. I don't know what the score is on the game right now. Anyone know?
1-0.
I think it's 1-0. 1-0.
1-0 first.
In my opinion, that was the series of who's going to lose to Vegas because I don't see them beating them. So moving
Mhm.
on. Moving out east, we have Philadelphia and Montreal. 4-2, Philadelphia takes out Montreal.
And Montreal deserved better. They played good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The officiating in the series was iffy.
Nick Suzuki is nice with it. I will not lie.
Montreal
I
went
mean,
far too long. without
Did you
goals.
guys talk about the Kotkaniemi hit in the last podcast? I wasn't here. Sorry.
Okay, that's
No.
not a 5-minute major
No.
if
I
you're
don't
not
think so.
calling a penalty on Gallagher.
All right,
I missed it.
what am I looking up for Kotkaniemi?
He had a boarding call.
He had a
Yeah,
boarding call. They
Kotkaniemi,
gave him-
5-minute major.
He boarded somebody.
Yeah, he boarded.
Yeah.
somebody. But it really shouldn't have been.
You don't need to pull up the video because it'll be choppy like
He
last
boarded
time.
Sanheim,
Oh,
right?
I wanna
Everyone's
see
seen it. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure everyone's seen it.
I haven't seen that. I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah. And then there was obviously
Yeah,
the Niskanen
honestly-
cross check on Gallagher. Oh, go ahead, son.
That was
No,
bad,
no, it's-
bro.
I was just saying, like,
If
I
that's-
mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
What's him go?
no, you're good. Go.
I was just saying that if that's the regular season, Niskanen's out like 7 games.
Yeah, I think the suspension was.
Yeah.
He broke his jaw. Like,
Yeah, cross check to the face, like.
Oh,
and then
wow.
I love Gallagher because they say like when you break your jaw, you can't move it. But he's going back to the bench and he's chirping everyone.
Yeah,
Blood coming out.
Yeah,
His
Brendan
jaw's
Gallagher is a
broken.
stud.
I love Gallagher.
Yeah, this was a poorly officiated series. Carter Hart
No,
and Carey
I-
Price. That's like kind of passing of the torch, I think.
Bro, I think
Like,
I overrated
yeah.
the Flyers in my bracket because I think the Islanders
for
will beat
sure.
them.
Same.
They just
I
gotta
definitely
get it
overrated
together,
them.
especially the power play.
I mean, like I had them in 4 in my bracket, beating. I had them sweeping Montreal. Montreal actually surprised me. They
I
were
had them-
dominant. So they were
I had them in-
actually dominant.
I had them in 6, which was what happened. But
I had them in 5.
I just think
Yeah,
they don't have enough game breakers. Like, you know?
yeah, no.
Claude Giroux's been
So-
disappointing. They kind of need him
I
to step up if they
actually-
want to do something.
They actually do have Islanders now in the next gen as well.
I don't like
So-
advanced stats, but in that game 6, the deserve to win meter was 70-30 for the Canadians. They had way more high danger chances.
They played hard.
Just-
They deserve better. This was a good
Yeah,
season for
Couldn't
them.
beat Hart.
So that series,
They have-
Philadelphia.
They have a good
game one.
future.
This was a good
Philadelphia won
season for
game
them.
one.
They weren't supposed to be this good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah,
Philadelphia won
bright
game
future.
1, and then game 2 they blew Philadelphia out the water with a 5-0 win. And then I didn't like how game 3 and 4 they got shut out twice, 1-0, 2-0.
3 shutouts in the series.
5-3
Or Harden Price went
Montreal,
at it.
3-2 Philly.
Game 5 was nuts.
Quite the series. Montreal got on them because they they're supposed to be like what, a lottery team, like at least.
Yeah.
So that's good on them. Moving on. I know we're gonna try and move through quickly so we can get to the.
Apparently, Max Domi,
Flames thing.
like Elliot Friedman said, Max Domi might be an option for Pittsburgh this coming season. I wouldn't trade him if I was Montreal, but it's an
He's an
intriguing.
RFA.
Pittsburgh needs to start unloading the roster. Like
Max Domi's an RFA though.
Yeah, Pittsburgh needs to like embrace.
Pittsburgh
the
thinks they
era.
can compete every single year, but they've
Alright,
not
so
been
at
good
some
since
point you have-
2017.
At some point, you have to rebuild, right?
Yeah. All right. Next series. So we got Tampa beating Columbus 4-1. So
Yeah.
would
I actually got.
any Columbus supporters would like to?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sacha. Goes in.
Oh no, I thought you were just asking. I mean, it was a close series. I mean, all the games were very close.
Weren't they all
Both
one goal?
goaltend- Yeah, they were like all 1 goal apart,
Let me read it out. 3-2 Tampa.
except basically the last game.
3-1.
All games they
Columbus,
lost were 1 goal.
Tampa.
Yeah,
2-1
but-
Tampa. Oh, they're literally all 1-goal games, but
Exactly.
very tight series. Not in the games, but during the games. Yes. Not,
They
I
needed to
actually
win that
series-
game 1.
And then obviously that 5 overtime game is a classic.
They needed
Yeah.
that win really bad.
Yeah, that win was definitely it would have been big. But I mean, I had Columbus winning the series, or even going farther, honestly. But I mean, it was a tight series.
I don't want to
so,
bring the Leafs into it, but hopefully the Leafs learned something from what the Lightning did.
Yeah, Tampa obviously picked it up from last year. They learned their mistakes and brought it out.
I had the Lightning in 5. I got this one right too, but it was closer than I thought. And Braden Point I think he was the best player in that series.
Oh,
I had the
for sure.
Lightning in 6 games because I thought maybe the Blue Jacks would be able to edge one out, which they easily could have. They were all 1-goal games, obviously.
Yeah.
Close series.
I think Korpisalo got drained after that 5 overtime game.
Yeah,
He wasn't terrible the rest of the series.
He wasn't.
No, he was good.
the
They were both
last
good.
game- the
Vasilevsky
last game
and
I-
Korpisalo.
Cream was the
It
only
was
guy
not
that
a good game he had.
Cream's the only guy that picked Tampa plus the correct amount of games.
that's
All right, so yeah, nothing much to say to that. I know last podcast that series is almost over because I think it was 3-1 when we last recorded, I believe. Yeah. So
3
Tampa,
or 2-1.
very tight series.
Braden Point is clutch. Take away
Columbus
from the
is
So
series.
good, bro.
I don't think Columbus disappointed. I think they definitely.
No.
This
Just-
like a 5 games doesn't do this justice. Like Columbus, like they didn't get blown out.
When it comes
No.
down to
Like you,
when it comes down to how close it was, really, like they didn't get blown out of the water.
like there's an Islanders versus Capitals 5-game series, and there's Columbus versus Tampa 5-game series. Like they're different.
Yeah.
It was only the little things they're losing over. Like they're not losing
Yes.
over bigger things. Like they're losing out, like closing out games or kind of making a, taking that leap to like, get a lead or like right or like
I
they're
mean,
down.
and they were like obviously a very defensive team in Columbus. They played defensively, but like that last game, they dominated the second period. I mean, Tampa only had like 3 shots, pretty sure,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
they
wanna see this team go-
they found their groove offensively for sure in that second period. But I mean, definitely, I think it could have gone longer for sure.
This team's got to pay Dubois as well, and hopefully they go out and get some more offensive help.
Mhm.
Dubois is
Alright,
getting like probably like
so-
7.58 mil.
Mhm.
All right, I think I saw only 2 guys picked this next one right. It was Zim and Kareem.
Kareem.
Yes, sir.
So next one is sorry, I'm just trying to switch. Washington versus the New York Islanders, and New York Islanders took that series 4-1. They won the first 3 games I'd say pretty dominantly, 4-2, 5-2, then an overtime 2-1 win, and then Washington stole a game, and then game 5, I watched the third period of that game, and Washington was toast.
Well, this title right there describes it.
4-0 was that?
Outworked and lack of
Outworked,
scoring.
lack of scoring while losing in East first round. Yeah, like how many goals is that for Washington? 2, 4, 5, 8. 8 goals in 5 games for a team who won a
Like
cup.
Columbus scored 10 against the Leafs.
Yeah, that's just.
That's just not enough for Washington. Who's kind of like built on their offense mostly.
I know Zim and Cream pick Islanders. So what did you guys see in them that I didn't see?
I just think they're built for the playoffs. I think they're a better version of Columbus. That's what I think
I
of
think
them.
Barry
I think
Trotz
they're
is a great coach.
I think they're a better
Yeah.
version of Nashville.
Well, Barry Trotz has the best defensive play style in the league.
Yeah.
Without doubt. And then you limit them to 8 goals, right, in 5 games.
Yeah, and I think their power
A team
play
a
is
team
good
with
too.
Alex Ovechkin on it. 8 goals in
Yeah.
5 games. Not good.
Yeah.
Beauvillier is a breakout star in the playoffs. He's been so good
Tito
Oh
Wolff,
yeah, for sure.
on the power play too. Like their power play has been working well because of him.
I think they're definitely. I find that they're like a better Nashville because I was gonna pull it up in a minute, but they have a lot of. They're paying a lot of guys like a lot of good money, but it's like with that they're creating a solid top 6. Because what are their line? Like they have like Beauvillier, Eberle, Lee,
Barzell,
Yeah.
Brock
They're not,
Nelson. Like you have all these guys.
their offense doesn't blow you away, but like they're sneakily good. Like they
They're
can
kind
score.
of they're an old school team. Barry Trotz, the defensive head coach. Lou Lamoriello is the GM. He's been around forever. That dude's a fossil in hockey now. He's still going hard. They're just an old school team. They're built for the playoffs.
Yeah, very good
Yeah.
coach, very balanced, a lot of mediocre to good guys to just get to close it out. So
We should
they
probably
work as a-
mention that
work as a
Washington
team.
fired their coach after this.
Yes.
Fired their
Mhm.
coach. He was a coach for how many? Was he a coach for 1 or 2 years? I guess.
After, yeah.
2 years.
Basically, after
years.
Trotz, they fired Trotz just for him to beat them in the playoffs.
Oh no, Trust left. I think.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think
they
he
wanted. They
fired him.
tried to go into a different direction because they
Yeah.
thought, they wanted to move on from Trotz, but then it didn't work out.
Maybe wrong decision if they wanted to win this year. So
I
4-1.
got this one right, the Boston one.
4-1. Islanders moving on. They're gonna face Philly. They still have to play a game.
They play tomorrow.
Play tomorrow. Good series though. Washington disappointing. Who knows what they'll do in the offseason? We'll of course discuss that another time, of course. But next one, Boston over Carolina, 4-1.
This was disappointing. I expected a
I
lot
think
better from
Carolina disappointed. Me too. Yeah. I mean, they were
Svechnikov
above
went
you
down.
in that qualifying
I
round.
knew Boston would beat them. I just didn't believe in
100%.
them.
Honestly, I said that if Boston did wake up and beat Carolina, they're going all the way. But obviously, I didn't have that in my bracket. I thought Carolina was definitely going to take that series. But
Eden, Kareem, and myself, we all picked Bruins. So.
I got the games too. I got 5 games.
I definitely picked. I picked 6.
I picked 6 too.
Bruins for the cup though. Big note that Tuukka Rask has left
The bubble, yeah.
Toronto to go home because he has a daughter or a newborn or something. I forget what it
Got
was exactly.
toddlers and a newborn. Apparently, there was some medical emergency. So yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I can't really find anything here. But Tuukka Rask goes home. I don't like my whole cup Bruins for the cup anymore. I don't like that as much. But
I honestly like Palak over Rask.
I feel like Rask
That's
has just been
exactly.
disappointing in
Halak
big
is very
moments for
serviceable.
Boston over the last few years. Like
Mm.
Game 7 St. Louis,
I
Game
don't-
7 Chicago, like 7 years ago. He's had
2013.
some trouble in big games.
I don't feel
I
that
think
this series
like Freddie
disappointed, though.
Anderson.
Obviously,
I think
yeah.
the winner of this Boston Tampa series will represent the East in the final.
I agree.
Yes.
It'll be a
I-
fun series.
I feel that
Boston,
although
yeah.
sorry, I do feel that this series did not disappoint. It's just like the Tampa series, like 4-3, 3-2, 3-1, 4-3, 2-1, like all 1 or 2 goal games and went 5 games. I don't like. I feel like maybe it disappointed in the way that it only went 5 games rather than 6 or 7, but tight. Like Carolina wasn't. They didn't get blown out of the water. So
Some
It was that
PTSD
game
watching Oh, go ahead, Kareem.
It was that game 4 where they were up, I think like 3-0 or 3-1 or something, and Boston dominated the third. They had like 3 unanswered goals, and they didn't get a shot until like a minute 30 left on the clock, where they like got a goal to trim it to like 1.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember what the score was, but Boston scored 3 unanswered in the third, and after that, it was over for Carolina.
Carolina's goaltending was
that was the
subpar.
fourth. That was
Mrazek had some really bad mistakes, especially on
Very-
Bergeron. I don't know why.
Yeah,
The
then-
Mrazek Bergeron matchup was killer, and then watching James Reimer, throw
James
away that
Reimer
lead to
blew that
Boston.
game.
That was some PTSD as a Leaf fan, but
Didn't he like
Well.
try to sprawl out of his net to stop a puck and then
Those,
Big
yeah,
Just bad
Carolina had
decision-making.
subpar goaltending, I think.
big Svechnikov injury though. Went down in front of the
Oh,
net.
yeah.
Oh, that
that
was
looked-
that was a
disgusting.
bad injury.
Speedy
So
recovery.
depending on when they're actually depending on when they're actually going to start this.
Mr. Svechnikov.
Mr. Svechnikov, Martin Hook, but pregame.
Oh, Martin Hook.
But definitely.
Yeah, Martin.
Depending on when they'll start the next season. After all, who knows if he's going to miss time? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that injury because I don't
No,
think they're going to.
it looked bad though.
You're not hearing any injuries until it's done.
He was in crutches,
It's
wasn't
just
he?
unfit to play. It's just unfit to play. He had like a
Yeah,
leg
exactly.
brace.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Well-
Carolina does not miss him when they get into the next season.
So 5 minutes to talk about the Flames.
No, we're gonna start new. So
There's a whole other episode.
we're gonna move on to another video here today. I know we did skip over a series, which is the Flames in Dallas. Like we said, the boys are all from Calgary, so we're gonna kind of dissect our sad team because I know me and Kareem as Flames fans were not happy.
Not all of us are Flames fans. But we all watched this series in depth. I'm pretty sure since
Yeah,
like,
we all
had an
this.
interest in it, whether positive or negative for the Flames.
You
I
gotta
think it
follow-
was
you
one
have
of
to
the most
follow your
entertaining
hometown.
series, though. Like,
It was a good series.
This was a good series.
this was fun to watch.
This should have gone
Yeah.
7 games. Like we were robbed of a 7th game, but
Also.
yeah, we're gonna talk about Game 6 soon enough.
We're gonna spend a good 40 minutes on
We
the
will
game
talk
six.
about Game
we,
6.
we might have a 40-minute video come out when we switch segments here, but yeah.
We're just gonna title it Calgary
I mean,
Flames.
but we are also going to talk about what moves Flames.
We
got
will
to make
rebuild the
over this
Calgary
offseason.
Flames for y'all.
All right, so let's just get into the next video then.
We'll
big
put in
game
the
for
NHL 20
Gurianov.
sim.
I'm down, honestly.
Before we leave, we should give a shout out to Dennis Gurianov, 4 goals.
No.
It's
sir,
13
yes, sir.
minutes of play.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
what,
you can
what are you
player
doing,
in the playoffs
Calgary?
right now?
We should
How
give
about
him a
big
shout
save,
out.
Dave?
Eden, you can cut this video a little bit before this.
Big save, Dave, bro.
Quick
Come on.
update: 2-0 Vegas.
Who
Let's
scored?
go.
Let's go.
I don't like that, but
Okay, wait, Eden. So just cut this video like a little bit before this later. Just cut
Sure.
this like a little bit before, and then.
I heard big increase in COVID cases in BC and especially Vancouver
I heard
because
that too. Yeah.
the fans were celebrating their first round series win.
No
Like,
hockey
are
city
you
parties
kidding
like
me?
Vancouver when they win.
They
Shout
won
out
the
to
first
Flames.
round of the Stanley
Shout out
Cup
to the Flames
playoffs.
for losing the series, protecting their people.
Protect the city. They had the best interests in mind.
All right,
Alright, well,
let's start a new call.
We'll see you in the next one, boys.
No, you gotta cut this one. You gotta cut.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh.
Okay, I'll make a new one.
Yeah, send it.